out and you stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
With the new season on the horizon and a champion that has been crowned, we now have a bit of fun this week as the Pony Express Sim Racing bring their all-star event here for you tonight. And what better place to start here at Sebring with the Shootout Race to see who makes it forward. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for making this a part of your evening. My name is Sam Covert here for this delayed broadcast here with ESPN, and joining me in the booth is my usual partner, Mr. Byron Rodney, but also the reigning Endurance for Amateurs champion, Mr. Dennis Diaz. Boys, we're in for some fun here tonight.
That's what I'm expecting to see.
Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait.
One at a time. I mean...
Go ahead, Byron.
I was just going to say, can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. It's Sebring. Got to respect the bumps.
Yeah, the bumps are pretty brutal here. We have many people from the league that haven't won yet, but this might be their first opportunity to do so. So this is going to be a nice aggressive battle to the end.
This will be a good scouting mission for you there, Dennis, because obviously you're in the actual All-Star race later on. But who are you expected to bring forward into that All-Star race, and who do you want to bring forward, and who do you expect to bring forward?
Well, considering for the All-Star race and the way it's set up, I'm public enemy #1, so really it doesn't matter who is going to come forward. The quickest right now, if you want to go off of data, would be Brad. Brad's been pretty quick all season, so I expect him to be up in the front, but mistakes can be made, so it's pretty much anyone's game. People need to be aggressive as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a fun event. Let's go through the rules of the shootout now as we get ready to go.
Yeah, that's
it's going to be an interesting race to watch. It's all the non-winners. I'm sorry, I'm lagging pretty hard here, Sam.
Yeah, I just had a bit of that was a bit of a forehead moment. Anyway, yeah, Dennis, it's pretty much the same rules except it's the race is about an hour shorter this time.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes, so they don't have much time to make any strategical plans. They're gonna have to go full on from start to finish. So we're gonna see, as I said before, we're gonna see a lot of battles, a lot of moves that have to happen because you only have one shot or a couple shots in 30 minutes. So we'll see how this all goes on.
As we're looking at the leader in qualifying right now, Mr. Brad McCombs, System X driver, and he's driving with a bit more pep in his step, as I'm pretty sure you will tonight as well, Dennis. As you come away from last weekend as the 24 Hours of Daytona champions.
Yeah, for VSM, I know you guys are waiting for a while to get your first victory, so I'm glad me and Brad were able to get that for you. Brad right now does seem to be the quickest on track, so expect him to be up, of course, on the front. You also have Mackenzie Johnson trying to chase him down. He is 1 second behind, but I'm pretty sure Mackenzie is skilled enough he can find that time back.
A couple of new names in the field as well here tonight. We've got Jimmy Covert, who's up in 3rd place right now and making his Endurance for Amateurs debut. He's currently out on track in the Ferrari. Also, we have one Kelly Boucher, and they are in the Ford. Oh, and another one is Mark Gonzalez in the Ferrari as well. So we've got plenty of options, a couple of returning drivers as well. Dennis, Simon Venus is back as well tonight.
Yeah, Simon comes in and out every so often for the league, so he's relatively safe as well. He doesn't tend to have that many incidences, if any, that I've seen. So I think we haven't seen him put a time yet, so we're gonna have to see what he's gonna do on the race. But if he can keep it nice and consistent, that might be enough to have him win, or at least be very up on the field as well.
Yeah, and obviously with the new drivers, they're going to get a taste of what is to come starting from next week. And Dennis, I know you'll be keeping an eye on these drivers as well to see what they can be like when the new season starts as well.
Of course, the new drivers are they're new. I haven't seen what they can do yet, so this is definitely going to be a test for me to see what they can do. And hopefully, I don't want to get too much trouble from them, but I don't mind having a nice battle here and there.
Yeah, we're still looking at Simon Venus as he just comes through the right hand. Right behind him, that is that's Jimmy Covert. I believe that was Mark Gonzalez right behind him. It was. A lot of changes going into next season. A couple of drivers moving classes. You'll be happy to know Bryce Anderson's moved back to GTE. Biggest shock I've found, though, is Mr. Mark Dillon is moving to GT3 too, which is interesting.
Yes, Mark had a discussion earlier with us. He wants to run the McLaren, and he just likes the whole field of GT3B as well. So Hopefully he'll find his rhythm there. He's quick as usual, so we'll see. Maybe he might get his championship run next season as well.
Yeah, qualifying will be coming to an end very soon. They said they were going to advance it after about 10 minutes. It's been over 20 minutes now. After the 10 minutes past the hour, we're about 40 minutes past the hour. Byron, I know you're a bit off sync right now, but what are your thoughts heading into this race tonight?
Well, I'd love to be able to watch a race. I just got booted from the server trying to rejoin it as we currently speak right now, but don't know what happened with iRacing. It just kicked me out.
Well then, that's a thing. Anyway, we got 15 drivers in this race. I don't know. Dennis, can you tell me how many they are taking through to the All-Star?
There's only one. Only one can progress. So
okay,
we'll see at the end of the 30 minutes who's going to progress.
So we're only going to see 14 MX-5s out there, providing that all the drivers in that field are going to turn up because, well, it's we haven't seen Carter McCollum for a while, and we haven't seen like Matt Arrington and people like that for a long time. So, going to be interesting to see what kind of field, or whether they do decide to take more drivers through to that All-Star race.
Well, I don't mean to ruin the excitement, but I have already calculated how many MX-5s are probably going to be there. Tony Watson can't join. Brad informed me with Tony's father-in-law, who is really close, is having struggles right now. I think from COVID-related stuff. So shout out to Tony. Hopefully he has a good day from all the bad stuff that's been happening around him. Carter, I haven't heard from him in a while. Matt, as you're right, Matt, I haven't heard from him in a while. Terry said he can't join the All-Star race. He's busy doing something, so he's going to be watching us. He's probably watching us right now. And probably, I would say, around 10 to 11 people, once the winner of the shootout's declared, will be joining the All-Star race.
Yeah, and I reckon Mark Dillon, the league owner, and Zachary Nurnberger, now they're going to probably look at this one and think, well, considering there's a lot of people dropped out of the All-Star race, we might take more than one through. We'll have to get that one figured out once we finish the shootout. But a lot of times coming in right now, and Brad McCombs is on fire right now. He's almost a full second ahead of Matt Johnson right now.
Yeah, it seems like he wants maybe a little bit of revenge for what happened to him in Sebring. But yeah, he's so far the quickest car out there. And Mac Johnson's, as I said, he's 1 second behind. But at the end of the day, it's who finishes first is the winner.
Yeah, and the theme of this race is Ford versus Ferrari, just like the movie, but obviously, well, one of them is the same car, but a newer evolution of it. And Ferrari, well, they haven't got that car with the bubble roof, so they're just sticking with the 488 for now. Jimmy Covert there, he's just had that third place taken away from him by Sean Atkins. Now, Atkins, very familiar name from GT3. I believe he's going to be running in GT3A next season, so going to be looking forward to see what he can put down. He's been very fast, but just very unlucky in his GT3 career in this league.
Yeah, unlucky is one way to put it. He hasn't had the best of luck. He's been pretty quick. Like his performances after watching the broadcast over, you can tell he has the pace. It's just the luck hasn't come his way, and maybe this might be the day it might come his way. He's not that far away from Mac. I mean, he's the second half off of Brad, but something can happen to Brad, and he'll be in the running. So,
no, it was Atkins just gets it all wrong on the exit of the right-hander towards the backstretch. So, and we saw a lot of that in the when Endurance for Amateurs came here about a month or two ago, and hopefully we don't see that again here tonight. Mark Gonzalez moves up to P6 now, with Mark Dillon in P7 in his black rifle coffee for GT. Only one driver that's not taking time is Atticus Middleton. Now, the young man is very familiar with GT3 drivers. Not really seen him in a GTE car before. This is going to be a new experience for the young guy.
Yeah, GTE cars are much faster. They corner much harder. They brake much faster as well. But they do have this limitation where they don't have ABS. So if he brakes a little too hard, they will lock up, and that can cause some serious problems for Atticus.
Yeah.
Hey guys, question for you. What's your view? Who do you think's got the advantage, the Ford drivers or the Ferrari drivers tonight at this track?
Dennis, I'll let you answer that one.
From my best guess, statistic-wise, it looks like the Fords are faster, but I don't know if that's off of driver's skill or is that just off the car.
Yeah, and I agree with Dennis there. I mean, although most of the drivers in the top 10 are Ferrari drivers, only by one, but actually by two, because Timothy Emanuele's up to 10th place now. It's the Ferraris seem to have a lot more straight line speed, as it looks like Jimmy Covert's about to make a liar out of me, trying to put a pass on one of the Fords in front of him, and it's our good friend Mr. Marcus Osborne in that one right in front of him.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to have the race in qualifying, so hopefully they can continue this aggression going into the race.
Yeah, I've never seen Jimmy Covert before, so this is a new experience.
Only a couple of minutes left in it.
Yeah, it is. Just under 3 minutes left, so it looks like they're going the whole distance in qualifying. And at the moment, it's Brad McComb still holding on to that pole, as Matt Johnson still cannot get that time down, even though he is out on track right now, just coming through Sunset Bend. And I believe this is an outlap, because that lap's 4 minutes long right now.
Yeah, this would be his, I believe, his final qualifying lap. This is his final chance to improve on the field. He's touched the inside of turn 1. Now he's coming into turn 2. I've been training him a little bit before the session actually started, so hopefully he can get the same pace that he had when I was training him. And he'll be a lot closer to Brad if he can do so, but he just had a little slip up onto Big Ben and might have just lost him a bit of time.
Yeah, that will have cost him some time there, as almost everybody now in pit road. Marcus Osborne putting in a 2:02.642. That will not be an improvement. Same for Jimmy Covert. He will not improve either. So it's down to Mackenzie Johnson to get the last lap time in, it looks like, as actually Covert and Osborne can probably go for one more, but this is definitely probably the last one for Johnson as he comes through towards the S's now. Now he's I just can't get over that lap by Brad. He's like, I don't know where he got that time from.
Well, Brad is usually quick. I mean, remember he likes the 4GT. He wanted to run the 4GT before we ran the LMP and for the Daytona, so he's sort of dialed into the car. So I don't doubt why he's quick here. We've been to this track twice already for the league, and he's driven this car before. So the combination of the two is pretty deadly.
Yeah, I mean, he finally got his wish of driving the 4GT. Hopefully, it's a shame that the IMSA series don't run it. Otherwise, we'd run it at Petit Le Mans. But obviously, they don't have it. So we're going to have to make do with either the LMP2.
Not to interrupt you there, Sam. Not to interrupt you there, Sam. But my cohort just showed up. Give me a couple of minutes to swap trailers. I'll be back.
Okay. As Byron heads away, we're just going to finish off qualifying here. Checker flag is in the air as wow, Matt Johnson goes off, and that will have wasted his final lap right there. He is going to have to slow this one up, as we're looking at Jimmy Covert now coming through Sunset Bend. Can he improve on his time? Does have a bit of rear wing damage on his car as he comes down towards the line, and will improve, but not by position. Marcus Osborne will not improve, so that will do it for qualifying. Mark Gonzalez is out on track, but he will not get a time in. This is pretty much just a side lap for him right now, but that's your grid set right there. That's your 14 drivers in locked in for this shootout race. And big hello to everybody that's watching. I actually haven't had a look at the YouTube chat yet, so please forgive me. As Dennis, it's a 30-minute shootout. It's going to get a lot more fun from here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm assuming it's a rolling start like we normally do. I don't know if the turn one rule still applies. I'm pretty sure it does, considering it's the safest option, especially since it's only 30 minutes. We're gonna see if Mackenzie can stay behind Brad and take the draft, and hopefully he can, because knowing Brad, if he starts running away, he will run away.
And Tyler, I know you're talking all that smack on the YouTube chat. If you think he could have done a better time, then you should have joined the race. Just saying.
It's that double shift that got him.
Yeah. So, yeah, Tyler is talking smack in the YouTube chat right there. So, oh, he's actually in the waiting room. So let's bring Tyler up to the booth and let him explain himself. Tyler, are you there?
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. Anyway, we'll come back to him in a minute. But yeah, let's while we're waiting for the session to just finish up there, we're gonna just go through the list of drivers that are in the shootout. Brad McCombs on pole with Mackenzie Johnson in second. Mark Dillon getting a fast timing at the end there, gets in third place. Sean Atkins in fourth. Jimmy Covert down to P5. Then you got Cody Atkins. No relation to Sean, as we've already said in the past. Mark Gonzalez in P7. Then you got Jeff Wyatt. We've not really mentioned him tonight. Neither have we mentioned Dallas Sullivan. Timothy Emanuele, Marcus Osborne, Kelly Boucher, Simon Benis, and Atticus Middleton not taking a time in this session, as we are just finishing up right now, and we will have the grid and the start for you in just a moment. A big hello to Deborah Lynn, who's saying good luck, Brad McCombs, love you, and prayers to your friend Tony, his wife and family. Stay strong, friends, and we completely agree and repeat those sentiments exactly as now we get ready for the grid in this shootout. And starting up on the pole, once I get my grid right, will be one Mr. Brad McCombs. Joining him on the front row will be Mackenzie Johnson. Row 2 will be Mark Dillon Jr. and Sean Atkins. Row 3 will be Jimmy Covert and Cody Atkins. Row 4 will be Mark Gonzalez and Jeff White. Row 5, Dallas Sullivan and Timothy Emanuele. Row 6 will be Marcus Osborne and Kelly Boucher. And bringing up the rear of the field will be Simon Benis and Atticus Middleton. Dennis Diaz is in the session, but he's up in the booth with me. So, yeah. That's not going to happen. Anyway,
be what Byron did in Spa.
Yeah, so we're looking at the grid right now, and 14 drivers. Not the normal amount of drivers you'd expect for a race in this league. You normally have normally triple this, but definitely going to be a good race regardless here, Dennis.
Well, it is an off season, so we're not going to have the full grid. The most we've had so far out of 2 seasons was 31. I think the next season coming up, we're going to have around 40 something. So definitely not the amount that we usually have, but this is still going to be a fun race nonetheless.
Yeah, as that season set to kick off next week, and a short word from yourself, Dennis. What are your expectations going into Canadian Tire next week?
Well, Canadian Tire is where the league first started. As for expectations, I'm just going to try my normal stuff and just have a good fight. And if that carries me to another championship, then so be it. If not, then I know I fought my way to wherever position I end up.
Yeah, don't forget you got Michael McCoy up there with you this coming season, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, Brad is going to be looking for a race one, but at the moment, Brad McCombs is looking to advance into the All-Star race as the fields start rolling now. And this is on the backstretch heading towards Sunset Bend, so not a long time before they get going here as they come through Sunset Bend. And for 30 minutes, we're going to see some high-class racing here with these guys. As they come out of Sunset Bend, the pace car will make the right turn onto pit road. And we are green flag racing here at Sebring for 30 minutes as they head down towards turn 1.
Yeah, this Brad McCombs goes into turn 1. We're going to see if Mackenzie Johnson's going to have anything for him. Looks like he's going to stay right behind Brad. If Oh, he might be going around the outside, going into turn 2 as well.
Yeah, and a struggle from Mark Dillon going out of turn 2. We got one going off. That's Mark Gonzalez in the background. No, I don't think that was Mark Gonzalez. That might have been Cody Atkins getting it all wrong as they come out of the corner right there, down the straight right now. Biggest mover so far is Dallas Sullivan, up 3 spots already.
Wow, and we already have Mackenzie Johnson that passed Brad. Oh, Brad's going down. He went down the inside into the hairpin, knocked Mackenzie out of the road.
And they're both off, and that is disaster for Brad and Mac. As McCombs gets it going again, but he's lost the lead and second place to Sean Atkins and Mark Dillon Jr. now. And I hate saying this, but this is a very rare occasion. We've never seen Sean Atkins lead a race before.
Well, first time for everything, and hopefully this will be the one that seals the deal. Yeah, it sucks that Brad hit Mac. He might have just locked up the brakes and couldn't handle it. It happens, it's normal. But we're going to now see if Sean can hold it for another 26 minutes.
Yeah, Mark Dillon Jr., a man we've seen at the front before, just not had the luck go his way. We've still got, we're still having, I'm bet he's still having nightmares about the first time he went to Canadian Tire. Led for most of the race, and there it is!
Oh.
Straight out onto the straight, and Mark Dillon Jr. into the barrier. Oh, two
and
more!
we have more people hitting the barrier. Oh, no.
That's Marcus Osborne and Mackenzie Johnson. And it seems like the Ford GTs are struggling out of that corner. We've got another one. I think that's Kelly Boucher.
Yeah, you have to be careful going onto the back straight. Any losing the rear end will definitely cost you. You have to be smooth at the throttle input. If not, you're going to have incidents like that.
We're going to see exactly what happened to Mark Dillon Jr. Just probably hit the accelerator a bit too early there and just went off. Mackenzie Johnson and Marcus Osborne did the same thing, and Kelly Boucher went off as well, as Matt Johnson had a great start, got up to the lead, but now it's completely fallen apart for that number 2 driver.
Yeah, it's a shame. Mac might have pulled a great move. I didn't get to see it, but to be past Brad, it's easier said than done. But it's kind of a shame. Brad could have had a good race, but now he has to fight his way back up. And I think he's being overtaken through the hairpin. Yes, he is.
Yeah, and that is Jimmy Covert moving his way up to second place. Brad McCombs now dropping to third. They're still ahead of Cody Atkins, who got off to that monster start and moved his way forward, but still the biggest mover right now. Atticus Middleton is the biggest mover so far, and he's not had a bad start either in this race.
No, I mean, as long as he kept it out of the wall and make sure that he doesn't overdrive the car, then he should be fine. He might pick up some more positions considering that the other people that crashed behind him had really big incidences.
Yeah, Sean Atkins already out to a nearly 4-second lead already, going through the right-hander here and making his way and extending that gap. Actually, Brad McCombs has gotten around, as where has Jimmy Covert gone? Jimmy Covert's had an incident here. I'm going to go back and take a look and see what happened here. He was leading. Oh, and he just got it wrong through. I believe that was turn 4? No? Could be wrong.
I haven't gone back yet.
But Jimmy Covert has fallen back to P7 now, so heartbreak for him. Now that's left the door open for Brad McCombs to try and chase down Sean Atkins. And he's in an Atkins sandwich right now, as Cody Atkins is right behind him. Mark Gonzalez up to P4. And Dallas Sullivan running out your top 5 in his yellow Ford GT. So close racing going on at the moment. No more closer than this action that's going on right now. Jimmy Covert just, I think he's driving a bit angry right now. He's just completely gotten around Jeff White and Mark Dillon Jr. who's, oh, his White goes off.
Yeah, Jimmy's going to have to push hard now because there's only 23 minutes left of the race, and Sebring's a pretty long track, around 2 minutes. And any little mistake now will really cost you later.
Yeah. As we're actually only 5 minutes into the race.
It's the elapsed time.
Yeah. But still lots going on right now. Atticus Middleton has his first off as He calls the cone in the process. What did the cone ever do to you, Atticus? I don't know. Mark Dillon recovering well. He's back up to P7 now.
Well, it's good to see that Mark is coming back up the field. I'm pretty sure he can catch Jeff. He's probably not that far away.
No, he's actually... Yeah, probably. Jimmy is ahead of Mark Dillon. Dallas is up in P5. Not really any battles going on right now. The closest one at the moment is the one between Cody Atkins and Mark Gonzalez. Gonzalez starting to close that gap now. Simon Venus actually has started closing the gap on Timothy Emanuele.
Yeah, they're both very close now. It's all about the draft. Looks like Timothy has some front end damage, so that drag is going to play a big part for Simon to catch up. Or maybe Jimmy to cut. No, is it Jimmy? No, my bad. Simon, yeah.
As they kill a bunch of cones going through Sunset right there, and looks like Timothy Emanuele is going to take it down pit road to repair that damage and use that fast repair. He is, and Atticus Middleton has jumped to pit road. He's had a big crash somewhere. We're going to take another look and see what happened to him right there, and it's going to be in towards Sunset Bend, unfortunately. And you've been around this track more times than I can remember, Dennis. How deceiving is that final turn right there?
Yes, so Sunset Bend is a pretty hard corner to get right the first time. First off, the braking zone isn't apparently obvious. You also have to maintain your momentum, but also maintain the car's turn-in, which is easier said than done. And accelerating your throttle, the point you get on throttle is also very important, because if you accelerate too early, then you go too wide and you're about to hit the wall on the outside. But if you accelerate too late, you lose too much time going down the main straight. So you have to find that nice balance that gives you the speed, the momentum, and of course being consistent on that as well.
Absolutely. As we are going to we're going to try Tyler Vickery again. Tyler, have you got a copy? Tyler! He's still not ready.
Just leave him in here.
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. There we go. We'll leave him in here. And Byron has returned to us as well. Welcome back, Byron.
Oh, we have had another incident behind Brad.
Oh, yeah, there's Mark Gonzalez in trouble, and that's on the run into the back straight again. And again, we've seen a lot of drivers struggling through that corner and onto the backstretch.
Yeah, the biggest problem is if the curbing on the outside, if you touch the outside where the grass is, it'll just spin you around. No, it doesn't forgive you at all.
And Dallas Sullivan having an incident as well. He went for a spin. But this is the one that caused it for Mark Gonzalez. And it's this corner once again. They see Venus going off. Dallas Sullivan going off. And actually, Gonzalez... He stayed out wide on that curb, but that grass...
Oh, Jimmy's had another spin.
Oh, Jimmy has had another
turn
spin.
Two. He was chasing down Cody Atkins. He was right behind him, and he span it.
Sorry, Byron, what were you trying to say? Hello? Anyway.
Just now getting back in. Hang on.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just looking at something on Discord. What have you seen there, Dennis?
So it seems Brad is slowly catching up to Sean. Sean is just pulling away. He's about to, I think, lap Atticus. Yeah, he is about to lap Atticus. He's going into the S's right now.
Yeah, and I hate to be I hate to call out the young kid, but it's always a scary moment trying to get around the young man, because he kind of gets a bit scared when the faster drivers come up behind him, and unfortunately it ends up in disaster for some.
Yeah, trust me, I've been on the receiving end of that. It's a bit of an inside joke in the league, but he's been improving very, very, very well. He's been improving, especially since season 1.
Yep, as Sean Atkins does get around, and we've had another incident for Marcus Osborne, and let's see what's happened to him. It's going into Sunset Bend. And way too deep into Sunset Bend, and he hit the inside wall, went around, managed to get it going again, but You normally see people running too wide going through Sunset, Dennis, but you never see someone going too deep in there and hitting the inside wall.
It might have been rare for you, but I've done that a fair bit of times in practice in a couple races, so it can happen. I can attest I've done that many times.
Okay, fair enough. As back with Dallas Sullivan, and somehow, despite the spin, is inside the top 5, and that car, the Ford GT compared to the Ferrari 488, looks a bit more of a handful around this track at the moment. As Sullivan almost going for a ride again.
Jimmy gets around them as well.
Yeah,
and
he saved it.
Dallas can keep the rear end of the Ford planted. He can catch back up.
And that's what I mean. The Ford GT looks like it's a bit more of a handful around here compared to the Ferrari.
That's what it seems, but it seems more it's on exit. And throughout the rest of the corners, it seems like it's fine. As long as you can control the throttle, you should be fine.
Absolutely. As Mark Gonzalez in a battle with Jeff Wyatt right now, as Gonzalez driving a very damaged Ferrari right now, trying to look around the outside of the number 86 as they come out of the hairpin. Now, Gonzalez is trying to make up for lost time, but that damage on his car won't help him much. It looks like, well, Jeff White still has a clean car. Well, he does have a clean car compared to Gonzalez right now.
Yeah, the damage on these vehicles will give you extra drag, which Sebring is full of long straights, so you will lose a lot of time, and it's going to be very difficult to catch back up.
Yeah, as Kelly Boucher has had another incident. They're back in pit road. Marcus Osborne. Yeah, baptism of fire for Kelly Boucher there, Dennis.
Yeah, this is her first outing for her time. Hopefully it won't be that bad when the actual season starts. Remember, this is just an off-season event.
Wait, is Kelly a he or a her? Because I've seen guys named Kelly before as well. So
I don't know which pronoun to use, but we'll just say unknown. They, them.
Yeah, they, them. We'll try and get confirmation later on, or we'll get cussed out like we did in
many other times.
Like we did in season 1. But anyway, you know the situation I'm talking about.
Of course I do.
We've got situations everywhere actually. Atkins, Middleton and pit road. We've got Dallas Sullivan in pit road, and he's taking a normal pit stop here. So this is unusual for a driver to take a scheduled pit stop at this what looks to be compared to what they normally run a sprint race.
Yeah, taking pit stops here will actually lose you a lot of time, so there's really no reason to do so. I don't know why they did it, but let them do it, I guess. But back up in the front, now we have a battle between Brad and Sean. Brad has caught up to Sean, and it's going to be a really heated battle. Yeah,
we're not even halfway into this race yet, and that gap is starting to come down between Sean Atkins and Brad McCombs. There's Sean Atkins. There's Brad McCombs. And I will be honest, Sean looks a lot more comfortable in a GTE car than he does in a GT3. I will be completely honest there.
It's a shame, because if he's only comfortable in the Ferrari isn't used for our league. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, Sean is quick in a lot of different cars, so maybe this is just one of his cars.
Oh, Sean almost lost the back end there coming through Sunset, and that's lost him more time to Brad McCombs here.
What he needs to do is try to break the draft.
Yeah.
The longer that Brad is in the draft, the more Brad is going to take advantage of it.
Then we've got a battle for P3 as well. Between Mark Dillon Jr., who's back up to 3rd place, Cody Atkins, and Jimmy Covert, who's back up there as well. This is a nice little 3-way battle we're seeing for that last spot on the podium.
Yeah, it's a shame that around like 20 seconds back, they need to be a lot further up ahead.
Yeah. Mark Dillon Jr. up in front right there as Dillon runs slightly wide there, kicking up some dirt in Cody's face as we go back to the lead battle right now, and Brad McCombs has reeled him in, and now looking to the inside, and Sean Atkins runs wide, so does Brad McCombs. Wow.
Brad might get a slowdown here. He went off the track. We don't know. Sean might catch him back up.
Byron, I don't know if you're in the session yet, but did you see what just happened?
I saw what happened. That's what matters.
Absolutely.
Well, it looks like Sean is catching Brad back up.
Yeah, he is. So Brad might still be dealing with that slowdown, maybe. I'm not really sure as Kelly Boucher goes off. Again, they're having real big struggles here tonight, and Atkins Middleton looks like he's called it a night. As Brad McCombs coming through the S's right now. And still, this battle raging on for the lead, despite one, the positions are swapped, and two, they both had an off on this at the start of this lap.
Yeah, between Brad and Sean, I don't know what happened per se on the hairpin. I don't know if Sean just outbroke himself and went wide, and then Brad saw the opportunity, or Brad just decided to be very aggressive on it and just send it. It could be a mixture of the both, but it was very aggressive from Brad. I mean, you need that aggression, but at the cost of maybe sending your opponents off track. I don't know about that.
I mean, we've raced with Brad enough. We know that he's not normally a very aggressive driver as he is, but I'm guessing he was a bit angered by the way that his race started. That's probably what caused that bit of aggression right there.
Yeah, I mean, he's always a clean racer. There's never really been an issue where he's been the problem. So I don't know. Maybe it is the workup of emotion that's causing it to happen.
As we go back to the battle for third place right now, Mark Dillon Jr. has actually gotten a bit of a gap over Jimmy Covert now, who's moved up to third place. Still has Cody Atkins all over his tail right now as they come under the Covert bridge and down towards the hairpin. Now, I've been keeping an eye on this battle here, Dennis. It doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon.
No, it doesn't. As long as Mark is up ahead, Jimmy could just take the draft and just keep going forward.
And going forward, he still is.
How many times has Jimmy span?
I actually don't know. I think I've lost count.
He spans a couple times, and he's still been up at the front. He's pretty quick.
There he is. So, if they do decide to take more than one driver through, and they decide to take the top three, are you worried that Jimmy Covert might be an issue come the All-Star race?
No, I'm not worried at all. It's not really. I wouldn't necessarily call it a race, more of a demolition derby that's going to happen.
True.
And knowing me as public enemy number one, I'm probably going to be stuck with like 50 people trying to prevent me from going forward.
Yeah, this is true. So, here we go. Side-by-side action between Jimmy Covert as he looks to the inside of Mark Dillon Jr. and he takes away that third place. Has to be careful coming through Sunset. Mark Dillon is looking to try and do the up and over. Doesn't quite get it as here comes Mark Dillon now using that draft towards turn one.
Yeah, that was a really good move by Jimmy. Now he has got to defend into turn one. There's many different lines to it. Into turn two is a little easier to defend. There's only really one line you can take, but he needs to watch out, make sure Mark doesn't get too close because the draft into the hairpin's pretty real. You can get a lot of time from that.
And they're making their way down towards that hairpin now. They're just coming through the tight infield section. And they've also got Atticus and Middleton to deal with now as they come down towards the hairpin.
Yeah, Atticus, yeah, he's getting out of the way. Good for him. Hopefully he doesn't touch the grass on the outside. That's what took out Brad last race. And it seems like he's learned his lesson. He's letting everyone
We saw
play.
that.
Yeah, we saw that. As he did the same thing again, except he didn't hit anything. And I do feel for the lad. He is learning, but that was almost a carbon copy of what he did in the Endurance for Amateurs race, except he didn't hit anybody this time.
No, he eliminated me there as well.
Yeah, well, I can almost relate to it as well. Is that for the Ford GTEs are the way that these are built, they are more designed to be very loose on racing conditions, and you want to have it to be as loose as possible with these Ford GTs. So that's where a lot of these guys are struggling as well, no matter what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and that was Tyler Vickery on his phone. Good to have you with us, Tyler. Byron, I'm wondering if you're in the session right now because we're seeing a lot of exciting racing right now.
Yeah, I'm in, but iRacing keeps kicking me out. My quality is completely gone, and I'm about to get booted once again.
It's that Iowa internet. We can't really blame you for that one.
There's no fiber optic over there.
Well, unless it's made of corn, they've got nothing over there. Anyway, don't worry, people of Iowa, we still love you.
Banned in Iowa. We're canceled now.
Nate.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it looks like we have Sean catching back up to Brad. He's pulled half a second off of Brad. Something must have happened, or he was going through traffic.
Yeah, we have, and that's why, because right in front of them is, I believe that's Kelly Boucher. No, it's not. Boucher is slowed down the back straight right now, and they've... I think they're just trying to stay out of the way of the leaders right now because they're going very slow.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the slowdown or she's just trying, them trying to get out of the way.
There you go, there.
There, yeah.
Mark Gonzalez in pit road. I'm kind of guessing he had no choice but to take it down pit road and get that fast repair. That car was smashed up, and yeah, he comes back out with a clean car again.
Yep, the magic of a fast repair.
Yeah. I mean, you got to admit, there's been a few times where you've been grateful for that fast repair in certain races, right?
Yes. Many times when I've had incidents with other people. It just helps getting the car back together.
I think Suzuka springs to mind.
Actually, I didn't have to use it in Suzuka. I just used it anyway, but I didn't have any real damage from it.
I think that reminds me of one of the my first race I had, where I had all of the internet issue. Went through the pits, fixed some of the little slight turtle damage I had, and then ended up having my internet issues happen, and then, well, not internet issues, more computer issues happen, and that fast repair was worth it.
Yeah, we don't talk about Imola. Well, certain people don't anyway.
Yeah,
I do.
Imola's another story.
For you, maybe not for me.
Yeah, that's because you
walked
away with that
okay.
race. You walked away with that race as Kelly Boucher has had another off, and into the barriers they go.
And we have Sean right behind Brad. He's going into the hairpin.
Yeah, we were focused on that battle just before we went to the Boucher incident, and now Sean Atkins is chasing down Brad McCoons for that race lead. They're still about 18 seconds ahead of Jimmy Covert, so Covert, no chance of getting that lead away, especially with just over 7 minutes left in this race. As we go back to the battle for the lead, Sean Atkins has picked up his pace now.
Yeah, this is definitely the Ford versus Ferrari theme. So they're definitely living the part of this race.
Well, that's what
add in too. Oops, sorry, Sam.
No, carry on.
I was going to say add in too with Atkins. I think Atkins is finally getting comfortable with that car. And keeping an eye on the lap times. I mean, Atkins was running almost another 0.3 of a second quicker. Atkins, I think, is the only one that has been running in the 158s. Granted, he's able to get some draft help by staying behind McCombs in the Ford, and that Ferrari has just been super advantageous.
I mean, he does run the Ferrari a lot in endurance for amateurs. Obviously, it's the GT3 version, but I've raced both of those cars, the GT3 version and the GTE version. I can't find much difference between the two, other than obviously the engine power.
I think,
one has anti-lock brakes, the other one doesn't. But I heard a report that new Ferrari EVO is a car to really run.
Yes, that's from some of the reports I have been seeing. I've also been watching, iRacing has also released a video recently talking a little bit about the new Evo. One thing for some advantages now is that they have added in the some more parameters for ABS, a few other parameters as well for the dashboard screen. So if you ever look at a dashboard of the regular Ferraris in the GT3, the new Evo version is going to have a few more racing screens that can give more information for the race driver based on their feel and drive that they want to use and take advantage of, whether it's pit strategy data or even just telemetry in general.
I'd have preferred the Aston Martin, but that's just my opinion. Anyway,
you're not the only one. I've been waiting for Aston Martin as well. You're not the only one.
As well. About a third of that one.
Or a Bentley.
Steve Myers at iRacing, if you're listening, we could use the Aston Martin.
Or the Bentley. Or Nissan GTR. I
Yes.
want to make the Mintzilla.
If we get a Nissan GTR, trust me, I'm bringing my old school GT Academy paint scheme back. Trust me, you're gonna be seeing me in that, and I don't care if it's a GT Academy.
Big hit for Simon Venus on the entrance to the back straight right there. I can talk, I promise. As another mistake made right there. As he goes through the corner, and again the back end just steps away. Ran a bit too far wide this time and just collected the grass, and that was enough to put him in the wall. But he'll be on his way again. He's about to be overtaken by Atticus Middleton.
And we have both of them out on track as well. This might create some traffic for Brad, and that will allow Sean to come back up.
Yeah, the traffic's always a key factor here at Sebring, and the same thing too with Sebring, with the way the grass is and the track itself, with using the old airfield for the backstretch. That grass, it's just very slick no matter what time of the year. So a lot of people can struggle left and right.
Yeah, it's well, Sebring's not an easy track regardless of what you do on it. I mean, you can't really do much with the bumps. I mean, like Byron said at the start of the broadcast, you've got to respect the bumps. As Cody Atkins has had an incident, he's run a bit too far wide through Sunset and got a bit of damage in the process. Jimmy Covert is now 5 seconds ahead of Mark Dillon. That's how fast he's been all night. The only problem is those spins have put him too far back now. He's actually starting to close in on Sean Atkins, but with about 3 minutes left here, Tyler, it's a bit too little too late there for Covert.
It seems like he's gone too, but yeah, it might be a little too late. 19 seconds is kind of hard to make up in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely just a battle between Sean and Brad.
Yeah, everyone in front of them would have to step on their own junk at this point. And, Brad, Sean, they're not about to do that.
And that in too, knowing that there's multiple spots in the possibility of multiple spots in the All-Star race, I would not want to fight too hard and end up making one massive mistake, taking yourself and your competitor out. That would be really bad GG for next season if that happens.
Yeah, and
Are you racing the All-Star?
Tyler hasn't won a race, so he's not.
Yeah, I have not won a race. I should be in this race, however, unfortunately, since I am still currently working right now, since I got asked to pull a double, so I am still currently at my job helping out as much as I can. Unfortunately, short staffing has not really helped us much.
Well, hopefully you can join us for the season opener next week at Canadian Tire. But here we go, Dennis. White flag in the air. We're on the final lap now.
All right. Well, it seems like Sean has kind of come off the boil now. He's kind of struggling to stay behind Brad, and it looks like Brad might get his first win on the league. I wouldn't say first win at all ever, because he definitely won the Daytona with me. So
yeah, and he's been very good in the open wheel for amateurs as well. I'm not sure if he's won a race in that yet, but I know
he's quick in there too.
Yeah, the Formula 3 cars, they're pretty rapid.
Yeah, they are.
Those things are so fun to drive.
Well, if you want Formula 3 action, look no further than Endurance for Amateurs. They have their open wheel for Amateurs series. That's I believe that's starting again soon as well. Season 3 coming up on Mondays very soon. Also, eFormula are bringing the Formula 3s out for their series as well, as they interlock with the Formula 3.5 series, which has made them so synonymous. But here we go. We're looking at Brad McCombs now, just making his way through the final part of the course here. And here we go through the S's and up the backstretch for the final time. Brad McCombs was a whole second faster in qualifying than his closest competitor, which was Mackenzie Johnson. And a quick word on Mackenzie Johnson. Great recovery for him to get back onto P6. But here comes Brad McCombs. Been searching for that race win all season. He says, you know what? I don't care if it's an unofficial win. I'm still going to take it. Brad McCombs comes out the final turn, and he will progress into the All-Star race. Sean Atkins in second, and we've got to wait a little bit for Jimmy Covert on his Pony Express Sim Racing debut to cross the line for third place.
Third place isn't a bad place for a debut, that's for sure. He's definitely one to look out for next season, but now we have a new race winner in the league, which is Brad McCombs. So congrats to him. I know Deborah, his wife, is probably going a little happy, but a little ballistic that he finally won. So maybe he'll win the All-Star one again. Who knows?
I tell you what, you guys just knocked it out of the park in that 24-hour race at Daytona last weekend, and it looks like the winning ways are kind of rubbing off on Mr. McCombs. You're going to have a challenge next season there, Dennis.
Brad is always a challenge. He's never not been a challenge.
Yeah, this is true. So Brad moves on to the All-Star race, and Dennis, I know you have some preparing to do, so I don't know if you want to head down there or if you're going to stay up here. You're too scared of getting wrecked out?
I can stay here. I'm just set up, and then I'll leave. I'll leave when I start joining the server.
No, business as normal. We're going to speak to the top two in the race, as we are going to interview the race winner, Mr. Brad McCombs, when I can find him. He's not even in Discord. What is going on here? Deborah, tell Brad to get in Discord.
Yeah, he's allergic to Discord sometimes.
Well, in the meantime, we're going to speak to the man that finished in second.
He's in here. I got the winner. I got our race winner, Mr. Brad McCombs, from Victory Lane. Dude, you ran out last week on a 24-hour race on the team and got a victory. You come in here and you win here. It looks like the 24 is rubbing off on you, and we've been giving Dennis a lot of crap. Looks like he's going to have a challenge in the season coming up. Congrats on the victory, my friend.
Maybe if I can keep it on the road anyway.
Well, you managed to keep it on the road. You threw Sebring. Tell me about your race. The bumps, the Ford GTs, the
He
Ferrari.
didn't keep it on the road tonight.
You had to keep it as a manner, at some point to come home with this victory.
Yeah, I really like the Ford GT. I really like it. It gets through the corners better than the Ferrari. And I don't know if it's much quicker, especially with damage in the front from the beginning, but it was fun.
Well, quicker, doesn't matter. Quick enough, you got it. Congratulations on the win there, Mr. McCombs. Welcome to the All-Star race. Next one up.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'll be seeing you there.
But
we're wondering, what's the bounty on Dennis?
Too much.
I think there's a trophy involved and everything.
Yeah. Whoever can destroy me the most gets the trophy too.
Speaking of which, you get a trophy for winning the shootout there, Brad. But what I want to ask you was that start of the race between you and Mackenzie Johnson there. Looks like Mackenzie got the better of you on the initial start, but it just ended up in a bit of a tangle there into the hairpin. What happened there?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on, and my front tires locked up, and so did his, I think, at the same time. It's just kind of bad luck and not ready for the new tire model, really. The tires wore off a lot quicker than usual, too, and they're a lot colder in the beginning.
Yeah, and also you had a tangle with Sean Atkins as well. Pretty much a carbon copy of what happened on lap 1. Was that pretty much the same thing that happened there as well?
Yeah, he told me to go to the right, but I thought he was going to do it in the straightaway. I didn't know it was going to be in that corner. So it was a miscommunication.
Go on. I'll ask a question there, Dennis.
No, I was gonna say it's a bit of miscommunication, but so how does the tires feel now? I'm gonna use this as data.
It's definitely they stay colder a little longer, but they work really good in the middle, and then towards the end they wear off quicker. I believe next season we're going to be doing tire changes at our pit stops.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's just going to add so much more variability to our strategies. This is going to be interesting now.
Yeah. But Brad, you move on to the All-Star race. It's going to be a lot more fun from here. You got to avoid all those cars coming at you. Do you reckon you can dice all the melees and get around all the melees and bring home another victory tonight?
We'll see. It's going to be a rough one, I'm sure.
For me, yes, not for you.
For everybody.
Well, before I let you go, Brad, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to who's responsible for bringing that Ford GT to victory lane here tonight?
I'll give a shout out to my wife for dealing with this expensive hobby. My teammate Tony, who's going through some family things right now. And the whole Pony Express team and the E4A League, all the drivers, and all the drivers from the last 24-hour race we did. It was great.
Absolutely. Well,
that's about it.
Deborah's in the live chat right now, congratulating you. So definitely got a supporter out there. Brad, go and get yourself ready for the All-Star race. Congratulations, and we'll catch you in just a minute.
Thank you, guys.
So that was Brad McCombs, and well, let's go and reach out to the man that finished second here in this shootout. We're going to reach out to Sean Atkins. Sean, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Second place on the night. You got off to a blistering start there, capitalising on the contact between Brad and Mackenzie. You looks like you gave it up in the end there when Brad caught you, but it must have felt nice leading a race overall for a change, right?
Yeah, it was great. I got into a really nice groove there and was putting up consistent quality laps, really hitting the marks, hitting the line, trying to be consistent. And really, I kind of knew that might happen on lap 1 as we were going in double file. I just thought there's a real good chance. And I actually didn't know where Mark was on my inside, so I just tried to hold it real wide. So when that opportunity presented itself, I certainly took advantage. But I think when we caught Atticus, it just kind of got me out of my rhythm a little bit. He certainly was very nice and pulled over so we could go by. But yeah, as soon as Brad caught me, brother, it was just one of those things that he caught me from 4 seconds back. And I thought, there's just no sense in trying to wreck us. It's 10 minutes into the race. Let's see how the rest of this plays out.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely put on a good show. Again, we noticed from the races that you've been in the GT3 class in endurance for amateurs. You look a lot more comfortable in the Ferraris than you do in any other car. Is that why you chose the Ferrari here tonight?
Yeah, well, absolutely. And honestly, it's because I own the Ferrari GTE, and I've run it in a bunch of different GTE races, so I was definitely familiar with the car, and I didn't want to try to learn something new.
Right. But again, second place here tonight. I'm not sure if you move on to the All-Star race. We'll have to get confirmation of that one, but
nope. I'll be a wrecking machine.
Okay, so what do you? Who's your target set on? I'm pretty sure it's on Dennis, right?
No, please.
I can't help. I can't hurt my brother. I got a couple in mind that I want to. You know me, man. I'm just not the guy that likes to wreck people. That's what usually causes most of my problems in the GT3 races. Is trying to make sure I'm staying clean with everybody. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, we've got that coming up in just a minute, so we're going to let you go. But before we do, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to who's responsible for bringing that Ferrari 488 to second place here tonight? I know I'm getting it all wrong tonight.
Yeah, I'll actually tell you. I'll thank two people specifically, and I'll thank Dennis and I'll thank Mark, because over the past probably 4 weeks, the speed's been there, right? But for me, it's been consistency and being smooth. And then those two guys we've kind of sat down and done some things. Mark and I ran the Bathurst together, and they both helped me immensely at just really getting that consistency down and being clean through a lot of the corners.
All right. Well, Sean Atkins, go and get your wrecking ball ready, and we'll catch you in a few minutes.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
So that was...
Hey, someone want to talk to me about... What did I miss? Did I miss the memo on Wrecking Ball?
Well, it's a bunch of drivers that have won races before. They get to drive around the track and see who comes out first. And the added spice to it is that the drivers that are not in the All-Star race get to drive faster cars and are allowed to wreck the drivers as much as possible. So there's unlimited fast repairs and there's no damage on. So
I love it. No damage on, no need for a fast repair. Wad it up and keep going.
Absolutely. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take a little break right now as we get ready for the All-Star race. Big congratulations to Brad McCombs, who picks up his first race win in his Pony Express sim racing career. And he progresses on to the All-Star race. We'll go and check that out in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the All-Star Race. And we are at Lime Rock now for this one. And oh my goodness, what chaos are we going to see here in this one? Because these guys are running for an All-Star trophy, but there's that added incentive that they could get absolutely destroyed. And Byron, we've just had a little preview of what's to come here, and it's going to be absolutely chaotic here now.
Oh my God, Sam! I was watching it. The All-Star guys are driving MX-5s. Everyone else is like in an LMP car, and the speed advantage of an LMP coming up behind an MX-5. If someone just runs into the back of them, it launches the MX-5 like it was off a ramp. This is going to be interesting because the MX-5 cars, it's 30 minutes of whoever can. The leader has to be able to survive, and the other cars, their mission is to take out every other MX-5 car. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, and then add into insult to injury, a lot of these guys in the MX-5s, they're going to have to play defensive driving because I can guarantee you, good luck trying to keep an eye on where the leader is at and how many laps they're ahead or behind. Oh my God. Yeah. All the people at home, good luck on trying to keep an eye on the leaderboard because that leaderboard is going to be fluctuating so many times that it's going to be very difficult. Oh, that's another big hit.
And we've only got 6 all-star drivers in the field here tonight. The rest of them are all quote-unquote wreckers in the faster cars. And we're looking at Paul Boyle just get absolutely, and I'm going to say it again, yeeted off the corner. But I believe that was the 11 of Marcus Osborne. And this is going to be 30 minutes. This is going to be 30 minutes of absolute chaos.
I was gonna say, should we call it a 30 minutes of vomit comment?
Bingo.
Oh, I was gonna say, should we just call it 30 minutes of vomit comment? Because I think some of these guys in the PRs are going to be bad.
We thought, bottom split bingo was a lot of fun. This is going to be interesting.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, as Brandon Coombs is not going to make it into the All-Star race because apparently he didn't get all the updates needed. And I'm guessing that's because of the Nissan ZTX, which nobody is driving right now. So that's it, as practice is done and we're racing. So let's go. Well, do we really need to go to a grid for this one? Because it's just going to be crazy. It's actually qualifying right now. So the objective here, get your lap times in before they get to you. And I'll be very surprised if anybody gets a lap time in before this qualifying session is over. That's all I'm going to say.
Kind of surprised to see if any of them make it out of the pits right now.
Honestly, if anyone gets a lap time in, I will be just utterly shocked.
Yeah, as I'm going to be unprofessional for a second and load up a professional camera. There we go. So that's my unprofessional broadcaster of the day moment just done there. So you're welcome. Get your hate mail coming.
What in the wide world of sports is that job that Dennis Diaz has got on that Mazda?
All I can say is I don't know. Jocelyn Osborne
coming to America.
Oh, is it the Coming to America, like the movie Coming to America?
Yeah. Look at the driver's side of his car.
I would, but it won't let me, so. But yeah, Dennis, nobody's coming out on pit road, by the way. They're just sitting in pit road. We've got the LMP cars just moving around every now and then, but that's about it. Yes, Mackenzie, stop shouting at me.
For chaos.
Yeah. We are ready for chaos. It's going to be a fun 30 minutes. And this broadcast is just a bit of fun for everybody right now as we get ready to go in this one. Oh, I'm guessing you're shouting, Mackenzie, I'm guessing you're shouting at me because I was being unprofessional just then, so I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. One of those deals. But
everyone has piled their car all into one pit stall.
so it's a shotgun. It's a shotgun. So apparently it's according to Mackenzie Johnson, it's a shotgun start. So no qualifying, just waiting for Brad. So while we're waiting for that to happen, let's take a look at the rules for the. You know what? I didn't put a sound thing on my when I put the rule screen up, so you probably didn't hear a word I said right there. Let me just repeat what I just said on there, as I'm going to bring it up on my screen. So, it's a 30-minute race that goes green at 9:25. Obviously, it's about to go green now. We're at Lion Rock, the classic version. The All-Star drivers are driving the MX-5. All other drivers are driving the prototype cars of their choosing, or a GTE cars trying to smash them. There will be an All-Star trophy, damages off, and wrecking. And we've seen it already here tonight, Byron. Wrecking is encouraged.
It's going to be interesting because you take those prototype cars, as fast as they are and as slow as the Mazda is, the closing rate is incredible. Except for if you look at the front end of that prototype car, it's kind of shaped like a ramp. So when it comes up behind a Mazda, look for it to launch Mazda to the moon, so to speak. This is going to be not only interesting, it's going to be hilarious, fun. Get ready for a lot of laughing. I cannot wait. Sam, they're gridded up. Zachary Nuremberger, that looks like the MX-5s are all going to start behind the prototypes.
Oh,
so,
no.
Here we
And already it's chaos as the LMP drivers decide to not go. And Dennis Diaz goes flying through. He actually took one out and gets taken out himself for good measure. Paul Boyle goes for a ride, and all the chaos is kicking off already. Paul Skip is gone. Paul Boyle is in the wall. Keith Roycroft. Every single MX-5 driver. I'll take that back. As I was going to say, every single MX-5 driver, apart from Zachary Nuremberger, has gone off. As we just An MP2 car just go flying through the air, and oh my god, it's going to be very difficult to keep up with this one, Byron.
Zachary Nurnberger, he is out running in front of two LMP2s trying to get around him. Dennis Diaz takes advantage of it and scoots around Nurnberger as the chaos ensues with the LMP cars, as Nurnberger is just a pinball right now, and he is on his lid.
Oh,
Probably going to have
gosh.
to head to toe.
Yep.
Dennis Diaz had to toe. Where's old Paul Skip at? Paul Skip's actually getting it done around the track in his MX-5. I am waiting to see where in the heck. Yeah, here comes an LMP coming up on his tail. Look at that closing speed. Oh, this is going to be good.
Oh!
Launch.
Yeah. And there they go.
And
Jeez.
that was, I believe that was Jimmy Covert just coming up behind him and just destroying him. And here we go again, the 39. But Chris Lawson,
Oh.
no problems for Chris Lawson right now. He's managed to get away, and he's all by himself at the moment. But for how long? That's the question.
Yeah, and
Not gonna
that
be
is
long.
The key. He's got to stay on that track. He's got to look at that relative and say, okay, where's everyone at? And when they get anywhere close, I'm going to go hide.
And
I don't blame you there, Byron.
We're looking at the track map right now, and here we go. But Lawson's all by himself, but look behind him. He's got one coming up behind him.
Oh, dear.
And here it comes.
Sharks are
39
coming
gets him
on.
down into the final corner. Lawson goes flying into the barrier. And the
But no damage.
God.
Damage is turned off, so Lawson just gets it pointed and keeps going.
no,
The
Emanuele.
LMP car
Oh,
got
my
worse
goodness.
to wear for that, but don't look now.
Emanuele.
Where's Tony with his cross music? Oh, the LMP missed. The LMP
Gosh.
missed. Oh my God, Lawson dodged the LMP like a pro.
Oh my gosh. This is oh man. Even though I'm missing this race, oh gosh, this is just awesome to watch.
It is.
Lawson dodged the LMP car.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Nürnberger's off the
Unbelievable.
track again as he's trying to avoid the LMPs. Chris Lawson still all by himself right now. We've got no LMPs around him. We've got the track map up right now to see where everybody is, and it's not easy to see where people are as Martin Jr. I don't think he got the memo because he went right past Nürnberger right there.
Love how
Lawson's got a target on his back. I hear cars coming up on him.
Oh no.
You know, we talk about it.
Oh.
We talk about, one waited for him at pit exit. We
I
talked
didn't
about
take
it.
on.
You know, guys having to drive out of the rear view mirror, paying attention to the rear view mirror more. Yeah, well, now they are now as Lawson gets a bump from the back, sent way across the grass, but he heads back to the track, cuts another corner, gets it pointed. Lawson has got this figured out.
Yeah, that reminds me of some pro trucks there. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
As Lawson gets away with it once again. And no, he goes for another spin, but he still has the lead here. Paul Skip will be the next one to come and get him. As they're all ganging up on Chris Lawson now.
Lawson's got it in reverse.
As Paul
Heads up
Skip
the
takes
track
the lead.
backwards, pulls a Rockford foul, and Paul Skip moves on up in front. And there goes Nürnberger.
Nürnberger's a lap down though, so it's going to be Paul Skip, the leader. Chris Lawson, who's still getting absolutely destroyed by the LMPs right now, is still in second. Roycroft will be the next one to go around, and there's Dennis Diaz, who's still a lap down. And it was kind of expected that everybody was going to go after Dennis tonight.
Yeah, Dennis knew there was a target on his painted on his back. In fact, I was looking in the driver chat right before the race. Atticus Middleton said, "Dennis Diaz, you're mine."
And Paul Boyle just got destroyed again. Oh, there it is again! Jimmy Covert gets him this time.
Look at Paul Skip. There's two MX-5s. Nürnberger gets by Skip, and they're being stalked right now by an LMP, the two of them.
Yeah. And that's the number 8 of Dallas Sullivan.
Sullivan's looking, man. If I catch him at the right corner, this is going to be a twofer.
Yeah, but fair play to them. They're still able to get around the track despite all the damage. That's Nürnberger. Tags Skip. And Skip gets another hit from Sullivan.
But Skip keeps it pointed and he's gone.
Yeah.
Run, rabbit, run.
Oh, no.
Oh, Skip is
And Skip is gone. And I think we've just broken Byron, I think.
Are you having as much fun with this as I am, Sam?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think we've lost Tyler as well because he's laughing too much.
Yeah, but look, Skip keeps going.
Yeah.
Run, rabbit, run.
And Sullivan goes off behind him, so he was trying to get him. Lawson somehow still in second place despite all the hits he's taken, and Roycroft is starting to close down on him as well.
I think there's a safe bet that there's a bounty now on Skip, with Skip being the leader. I think everyone's going after the leader primarily.
There it is.
Oh God!
And he got
Yep.
yeah, Sean Atkins got him. And that's going to let Chris Lawson retake the lead.
Now I focus back on. I always keep my focus on the lead MX-5 because he's the guy with the.
Oh my God! Look at Paul Skip. He's getting demolished right now. Oh no!
Oh my
Oh!
God! Yikes!
Take a ride on board with that one. That's a vomit cam.
Oh!
Go and get it again.
Oh,
They're not letting the poor guy go.
no, they're not. Oh God!
And there we go again. Oh, Jimmy Covert missed him. There's more coming up at him as Chris Lawson is the All-Star Race leader right now. But look at Sean Atkins trying to get to him. He gets him. And the 11 of Marcus Osborne gets a piece of him as well. Osborne just gives him a hip check. Lawson gives him one back. Oh my goodness me, this is fun. Paul Skip off the track. Keith Roycroft might be falling victim next. That's Dennis Diaz coming up behind him as Chris Lawson has had to tow it to pit road.
Off. Oh, Chris Lawson got punted off the track into the trees. Automatic reset.
Yeah, that's gonna shake up some stuff in the MX-5. Oh my
God! Dennis Diaz right on his tail.
The Paul Skip is your leader, but look, there's another LMP coming up behind him. Can't quite see who that is. That's the 107. There it is. That's Atkins Middleton. Who gets him? This is letting Keith Roycroft try and get ahead of us. Timothy Emanuele gets Roycroft there as Paul Skip now trying to get away from Atticus Middleton. Middleton gets him again.
Middleton's just toying with him.
Well, you know what? This is one race that Middleton should get the trophy for.
Oh, the 12!
Oh gosh.
Cody Atkins gets him. And Paul Skip still leads as Skip gets taken out by another MX-5. That was Paul Boyle this time.
Oh, we got a bunch of MX-5s together on the track right now.
Oh boy.
I don't think they're on the
here
same
comes
lap
some more
though.
MX-5 on
LMPs
MX-5
looking for 'em.
violence. I think we got some MX-5 on MX-5 violence getting ready to ensue.
Now,
Unless an LMP1.
Oh, and they split him.
Gosh.
Masterful driving by the MX-5s there.
Oh, here comes
Skip
Osborne,
made
here
a
comes
great
Osborne.
move.
And Skip doing everything he needs to just avoid those LMPs. He's going on the grass because he knows that the LMPs, as soon as they touch the grass, they're around, but Osborne gets him.
Skip is proving really hard to take out.
Zachary Nürnberger's around again as Lawson. Chris
Skip
Lawson
just got punted. He got punted like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, God. So Lawson is going to have to tow it back to pit road. Luckily, he's already in pit road, so no problems for him. Chris Lawson
my
now.
God.
Chris Lawson's your leader in the All-Star race again, as now he's trying to get away from, I believe that is Timothy Emanuele. No, it's the 3 of Mark Dillon.
I do believe we found a new way to blow off steam, Sam, for our league races.
Yeah. This needs to be a new thing.
Yes, it does. It used to be King of the Hill with Ronnie saying, my hill. Now, it used to be car bowling. I think this is the new Run, Rabbit, Run.
Yes, Keith Roycroft somehow in second place. Chris Lawson, after towing earlier on in the race, is back in the lead again.
Chris Lawson has figured out if he keeps it on the grass, the LMPs can't do anything.
That didn't last long.
Did you see him cut the grass through all those S's?
Yeah. Oh, Roycroft is going to take the lead here. Oh, Roycroft goes straight on at the right-hander. And Roycroft's going to get punted! By Dylan.
Rock keeps it pointed, and he's headed up the track.
And everybody's just having fun here at this point. Roycroft is getting destroyed now, and here comes Lawson again.
Lawson's figured out if he mows the lawn, they can't get him.
Yeah, because those LMP2s do not like the grass at all. The MX5s are a bit more stable on the grass.
Roycroft just got punted like there's no tomorrow. He is cartwheeling around the turn.
God. And, Dallas Sullivan just missed him.
I've got to get on board with Keith Roycroft and ride in the cockpit for the vomit cam off of that last wreck.
Let's take a look. As we're on board with Roycroft. Oh! Yeah. If you've just eaten, then I'm not sorry. That's how Roycroft had to tow it to pit road. As Chris Lawson still leads. Paul Boyle up to second place though. Good for him. Managed to stay out of trouble for a little bit, but here comes Jimmy Covert behind him. I think the LMPs have just given up wrecking the MX-5s for a while because they are... Well, I say that, and then Lawson gets destroyed.
Yeah, Lawson's still got a target on him right now.
Diaz and Boiler going at it. I thought we got one of the LMPs cartwheel, and I think that was Emanuele.
Yes, it was. Lawson still got the target on his back, but Lawson has got some skill at making these guys miss.
Never Paul Boyle now has the lead as Lawson gets spun out by Nürnberger. And now Lawson gets punted straight off the track. And that's handed the lead to Paul Boyle now.
Oh my God, this is fun.
And there's still half of it left.
I could watch this all night.
As Diaz gets spun out.
Yeah, Diaz has got a huge target on him.
Well, being the reigning being the two-time champion, I'm pretty sure he has. He's had a target on his back.
He's also the running last in the MX-5 class.
Yeah, he is. Lawson's still in pit road after getting yeeted off the track. Paul Skip is up to second place now. Roycroft back into third. Paul Boyle is under attack by Jimmy Covert. And Paul Skip will be looking to try and capitalise on that. Mark Dillon Jr. and Cody Atkins, the only ones not on track right now at the LMPs. As here comes Jimmy Covert, he's lining himself up for the punt here. And 3, 2, 1, boom! Oh my god!
I think that's a safe bet that might have been a home run hit there. Boy.
Oh
boy,
my!
Oh.
But Covert did more damage to himself than anything else.
Did you see the paint job
Yeah.
of Boyle? Have you seen Paul Boyle's paint job?
Yeah, it's a crash test paint scheme.
iRacing crash test dummy vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh
Here
my
comes Marcus
goodness.
Osborne. He's going to be searching for that all-star race leader. And that Audi. Oh, the Delara, sorry. The only one driving an LMP1 tonight actually is Timothy Emanuele. As Osborne gets his man!
boy.
Boyle managed to keep it on the track though. That damage will repair almost instantly. There we go.
Yeah, but he's got a shark lurking in the water right there.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
That's actually a battle for position as well.
Oh my god.
Boyle got him!
LMP!
Oh.
Oh, there's a
God.
little MX-5 on LMP crime.
Wow.
Pick on someone your own size, won't you?
Oh my
no.
goodness.
Oh, here it comes. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I left it a bit too late, but Osborne got to get him anyway. Flip me over with you. I'll see how you respond to this then. As Chris Lawson up to second place now, Keith Roycroft in third, Zachary Nürnberger, I think is back on the same lap as the other three. He's in fourth. Dennis
believe
Diaz,
so.
Dennis Diaz still getting destroyed by the LMPs, by the way. And I think Dennis Diaz.
Not right.
No, and Dennis has figured out the trick here. He's going to keep it on the grass all the way around. A good strategy call by. We actually we had a battle for the lead going on right there in the All-Star race, but Lawson got spun out.
Oh, Paul Boyle threads the needle.
I don't know how. Well, this is all going crazy right now, as we were expecting from the get-go. As the number one is on his roof. Nobody going to help him. Nope.
Boyle finally gets launched.
By Marcus Osborne again, and Boyle's on his roof. Oh, it saves it. No, he's up on his roof. That's it.
Nope. He's got a toe.
It didn't work with him.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
didn't work
Roycroft
with
gets
him.
destroyed as well.
Oh my god.
Where did that come
Jeez.
from?
Yeah, I'm curious as well. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm about to find
Oh,
out.
thank God. That was a 100%. Thank God it's a sim moment.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Emanuele got him, and then he hit Osborne as well. He just went cartwheeling into the catch fence.
So your leaders are Paul Boyle and Keith Roycroft. They're both in the pits. Paul Skip is out on track. He's
the
on the
leader.
same lap. He's gonna jump. He jumps him. Now he's the man with the target on his back. Is Chris Lawson is out there as well. Oh God, Chris Larson's got an LMP coming up behind him. Look out!
Oh, that's Jimmy Covert who misses him. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know which camera to keep it on because the wrecks are happening all the time right now. As Paul Skip now all by himself with less than 10 minutes to go. And we said he had it figured out earlier on in the race. I think he's got it figured out right now. He's all by himself, but I can hear that HPD coming up behind him.
That HPD is literally a launch ramp.
Yeah, and
Just
it's lurking.
hit them in the right spot, and yeah, these MX-5s are going to go skyward to the moon.
Yeah. Only two of the all-star drivers are on the lead lap now. That's Paul Skip and Chris Lawson, as that was a bit of a weird situation to get his way around for Paul Skip.
I hear cars lurking behind Paul Skip. I got
Jimmy Covert.
Oh,
Here comes Jimmy, and Jimmy gets him. Oh God! Jimmy got the worst of that one.
Jimmy got the worst of that one for certain.
Yeah. Paul Boyle's back out on track as well. As we're looking to see who's going to be the next victim, I think that was Chris Lawson, just got punted by another LMP, so he's off track again. There goes Dennis Diaz. Marcus Osborne is in pit road. There's Keith Roycroft is recovered from his little cartwheel incident there into turn 1. Overall leader right now is Dallas Sullivan, by the way. He's I don't know where he is.
He's kept himself out of the melee.
Why are they stopped on the crest of the hill?
That I could not tell you.
It's him and Timothy Emanuele both stopped on the crest of the hill. Oh, Nürnberger. I thought Nürnberger was going to hit them then. Still, it's Chris Lawson back in the lead again, by the way. Oh, Paul Skip is actually still in the lead. Oh, Skip gets put on his roof. And he's going to turn as well. Yeah.
Yep, that's going to hand it over to Chris Lawson. Chris Lawson seems to have it figured out.
But for how long? That's the question.
Well, we got what? 8 minutes left in this thing.
7.
Anything can happen. A lot of times, though, still, so... Oh, my goodness, as these guys are flipping. Oh, my gosh.
There's LMPs on the horizon. So, the 107. Oh, Atkins Middleton trying to take out Dennis Diaz there. As it looks like Roycroft is in a bit of trouble. As that's the 12 of Cody Atkins that gets him. Chris Lawson. What is Sean Atkins doing? He's like reversing up the track trying to hit him, and Lawson's somehow able to avoid the roadblock at the top of the hill.
Honestly, if I was that roadblock, though, I would have whoever's in the HPD. I would be sitting right on the edge of it to where you're kind of hidden, so that when those guys go flying upward, they can't see you until it's too late, and they're going skyward. That's what I would be doing. I would be sitting right in the middle of the road, having my nose pointed to the ground on that going up that hill, to where they can have a massive launch if they hit you.
Well, we're going to find out in just a second how it turns out, because Lawson is coming through the first part of the course. Dallas Sullivan has had a wreck. Sean Atkins is had a wreck as well, but Lawson is coming up towards that danger zone now. And
Decides to take the off-road section.
Oh, they're gone now, those cars. They decided that, oh, maybe not. Oh!
Ah!
My goodness.
Lawson's still able to avoid
flat
it.
Tracking that. You see him flat tracking that MX-5 around here?
Wily old fox is Mr. Lawson. He saw that coming a mile off, as here comes Emanuele now. And that the LMP1 is going to be much faster. He's going to hit him big time. Oh my goodness.
Oh my. Jeez.
And Lawson's going to have to tow that.
He's going to tow.
Yeah.
No, Emanuele just stands over his prey, proud as punch. That's going to put, I think, Zachary Nürnberger... Actually, no, Paul Skip's back in the lead again. I just noticed that. And he's a full lap ahead of Nürnberger, so Skip, if he can keep it on the track, which, as we've already seen in this race, is not an easy thing to do, as Emanuele almost gets him. He might just win this one at the end of it all.
Well, he's got another 3 minutes to
Oh, God.
avoid.
Oh my
These are
God.
taking each other out.
Well, that's one way to do it.
And that was Dylan and Dallas Sullivan that did that to themselves. As Paul Skip gets taken out by Jimmy Covert, and Skip just got punted off the track again.
That leaves Lawson and Skip in the pits with Nürnberger out on track.
Oh my.
There it comes. Boom! Nürnberger just punted him into the stratosphere. And Nürnberger in the lead now. He's just capitalized from everybody else getting punted off the track now.
Yeah, Nürnberg's, I think, about to get a whole bunch of stuff heading his way.
Emanuele hanging on the outside of turn 1. And we just got LMP's facing the wrong way as Cody Atkins.
Got a whole bunch of
No, Cody Atkins has got him. Cody Atkins got him. Is he going to stay on his wheels?
Now, does he gonna? Yes, he does.
He sticks the landing. Oh, Atkins is not done though. He's coming back at him again.
Oh boy.
He's in the middle of
Pistons
about
on a
5
mission.
or 6 LMPs, and they all know he's there.
He's in a minefield right now.
Yeah, that minefield might explode here pretty soon. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, he's got a target on him right now. Here they come.
Oh! And off the track goes Nürnberger. He is gone. That's put Lawson back in the lead again. It's all changing every 10 seconds here. Oh no, Lawson trying to avoid Mark Dillon. Dillon gets him. And punts him again for good measure. We've got another one facing backwards. I think that was Sean Atkins again. And I've seen Sean Atkins backwards the most here tonight, and yet he's the overall race leader. As now Keith
Lawson
Roycroft
just
is a
has to
leader.
Make it back over that start-finish line to get it around Nürnberger, who's still in the pits.
We've got a straight fight for the lead here in the All-Star race between Roycroft and Lawson now. Which one of them is going to get taken out first? Actually, we're less than 2 minutes to go until the end, so this is an actual fight for the race win here now. Oh, no, I take that back.
You were saying, Sam?
Yeah, Roycroft and Lawson got punted, and it's Lawson that comes off the winner in that one.
Yeah, but for how much longer? Because he's heading back into a den of hornets.
Well, he's all by himself at the moment, so he's got no troubles, although he does have an LMP2 driver coming up towards him. That's Marcus Osborne. And Marcus Osborne, Jocelyn Osborne will be happy to see this one. He's in the overall lead now.
Oh my gosh.
Marcus Osborne is about to win his first ever endurance Ravagers racing. He just completely punted. Chris Lawson, as the white flag comes out, that's going to hand the lead of the race
Oh my goodness.
over to...
Poor Lawson.
Wow.
He got hit again, and he's on his roof.
And it was by this
Oh
man,
my goodness.
Zachary Nürnberger. Target acquired. Boom.
Wow.
And
As they were
that's
getting to the white flag.
yeah, white flag is out. It's a question of who's going to make it across the line first. I'm pretty sure it might be Paul Skip here. And Skip is the leader.
I'm
And
still showing Lawson as the leader. Skip one lap down
it
behind
hasn't
him.
updated, but Lawson had to tow. Oh, and Dennis Diaz gets him. So we've got MX5 and MX5 crime now.
I don't think Skip's going to be able to make it back around with
Here
these
comes
MX5s
Keith
all around him.
Roycroft. Roycroft trying to get in on the action as well. And Roycroft has taken the lead.
Yeah, but look what's behind him.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what's behind him now because Roycroft is coming up through the final section of the course and they're all wrecking behind him. Nobody's going to catch him in the MX5 field now. Roycroft, Keith Roycroft, who won his first ever race in the final round of the regular season, will now collect his second race win of his E4A career. And this is going to be an important one as Dennis Diaz gives him a punt, but punts himself off the track. Keith Roycroft is your all-star race winner, and he flies across the line.
What a finish. What a
Wait,
finish.
I don't think he's actually finished.
He crossed the start-finish line in
No,
the
he's
air.
not. Paul Skip is the leader now. What is going on here? We don't even know who's won. Sean Atkins is in pit road. Jimmy Covert is in pit road.
Roycroft did not cross the finish line?
It's scoring Paul Skip as the winner. And Chris Lawson just stole it as well. Paul Skip, I believe.
Are you sure? Because mine's scoring is Roycroft's the winner. Mine scored Roycroft.
Let's have a look. Yep, you're right. Keith Roycroft is your all-star champion. So, Keith Roycroft, I think it was him literally flying across the line that did it. So,
Yeah, I'm taking a look at that replay as he approaches the start-finish line. There was contact. Dennis Diaz tried to take him out, and then he had a head-on with an HPD. Yep, he crossed the line about 75 feet in the air.
we're going to go back and take a look at that. That's probably the most unbelievable finish to a race I've ever seen. Because
You have got to look at that from all the different angles. He crossed the start-finish line about, I'm not kidding, 75 to 100 feet airborne.
Yeah.
Okay, go to the blimp, Sam. Go to the blimp, and you'll see him approaching the start-finish line. Run that in slow motion from the blimp on Roycroft.
So he's coming through the final two corners, and we're going to go on the blimp cam, as I mentioned. We're going to speed it up a bit more. There we go. Roycroft coming through the final turn right now, and he's going to get into a bit of an incident with Dennis Diaz. This is what started it all off, but Diaz kind of ended his own thing right there because he put himself in the wall. Roycroft looking around the outside. I don't think it's going to give us a decent angle because it's like showing all the trees and stuff. But we're going to get a look at it anyway. As there goes Diaz trying to wreck out Roycroft. Roycroft gets away with it, comes back on track. Little does he know that there's LMPs waiting for him down there. There is Dallas Sullivan and Timothy Emanuele, and gets one. And this is, I have never ever seen someone finish a race like that before. Crosses the line whilst about 40 feet in the air.
Well, I'm telling you right now that that's a clip that's getting clipped and sent to iRacing.
Yeah, maybe. But that, I've got to speak to him right now. I have got to speak to him because this is going to be an interesting interview as we bring down Keith Roycroft, the all-star race winner. And Keith, I will admit, in all of my broadcasting years, I have never seen a car cross the line at 40 feet in the air.
Neither have I.
But
Yeah, that was an interesting race to say the least.
yeah, I mean, it was a wrecking race. We already know that. It was a lot of fun. I've not laughed in the booth so much in a long time. So big thank you for that one. But yeah, what an interesting way to finish a race. It looked like you were a plane taking off right there.
Yeah, my strategy, what little there was, was to pass them on the grass, and then, well, I guess Dallas, salt better of that and punted me, but it worked out.
Oh, Dallas and Timothy were waiting for you at the line, by the way. We saw that.
Oh, yes. I saw them parked across the finish line, and I was going to cut around them on the grass, but they didn't let me. But it still worked out.
But the most important part here, Keith, you had that race win at the end of the regular season. You backed that up right now with coming away with an all-star race win. That has got to give you a lot of confidence going into the new season, right?
It does. Yes. I'm really looking forward to this new season.
Yeah, and I mean,
Still hurt. My side's hurting from laughing for half an hour.
I couldn't stop laughing while I was driving.
Yeah. It was a great race, Keith, and definitely
we found a new form of entertainment for certain.
Yeah, definitely. 30 minutes of just MX-5 driving around the track and trying to avoid a bunch of LMP cars. It's just brilliant. But Keith, again, this is a great run of form you're on right now. 2 race wins in 2. You've got to be very happy with where things are right now.
No, I really am. I hope I can back it up with another win or 2 in the next season, and just keep the momentum going.
Yeah, and obviously it kicks off next week at Canadian Tire. Obviously, you're in you're GT3A, I'm guessing.
Yes.
What do you feel like you need to do to get that title there? Obviously, we're going to probably one of the most difficult tracks on the schedule.
That's what I've heard, and I will be totally honest with you. I haven't even been on the track yet. So this ought to be very interesting, to say the least. I got to get some practice in.
That you do. But before we do that, Keith, congratulations on the All-Star win. You're going to get that trophy and be able to have that sent to you very soon. Very proud to get that All-Star win despite all the wrecks and everything like that. Before I let you go and celebrate and sit down and reflect on what the hell just happened, anybody you'd like to thank or give a shout out to?
Again, the first person I want to thank is my wife. Like I said, the last win I had, I want to thank her again just for being very patient, very understanding with the time that I put into this, to practice, just to try to better myself. Want to thank Mark and Sean and Zach and everybody for a wonderful league these guys have put together. And you guys, the broadcasting is amazing, and I really mean that. You guys do a good job.
We appreciate the kind words there, Keith. Well, Keith, go away, celebrate your win. It was well worth it. Crossed at the line of 40 feet in the air. I can guarantee to you that is something that nobody else has ever done before, so congratulations on that one. Go away, get yourself some rest, and we'll catch you next week at Canadian Tire.
Sounds good, guys. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Keith, I just go check the Discord chat. Here we go. I just uploaded the replay file from iRacing of your airborne finish.
I don't know where you put that because I can't see it.
Uploading now.
Okay.
I can't wait to see that.
But yeah, Keith, congratulations one more time, and we'll catch you next week.
It is now in the chat.
Yeah. Let him go and see it then. We'll catch you next week, Roy. Keith Roycroft.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good night, guys.
So that is the race winner, Keith Roycroft. And Byron, it started off with some competitive racing, but at the end of the night, it just ended in a lot of fun, but also something we love, absolute chaos here tonight.
Oh my God. My side is hurting from laughing at all the shenanigans going on the track. It was hard to, keep track of it all, but holy moly, what a finish. First time I've ever seen a car finish that high up in the air.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, and I will be taking a screenshot of that one and sending it to around the people. But before we do, we're going to give you a... Oh, I need to catch my breath from that one. That was mad. But we're going to take a look at the results for tonight's showdown. And coming home with the race win overall was actually, well, when it'll show me.
From what I can see, Marcus Osborne.
Yes, it was Marcus
in the
Osborne.
LMP class.
Yeah, Marcus Osborne. It won't show me for some reason. There we go. Marcus Osborne picking up the win. His first ever overall win. Just not in an official setting. So hopefully he can repeat that next week when we get to Canadian Tire. Second was Jimmy Covert. Third was Sean Atkins, and fourth was Dallas Sullivan. But those were the records. Those weren't important. Obviously, Marcus Osborne will take that race win every day. But Keith Roycroft coming home as your all-star race winner, with Paul Skip in second, Chris Lawson in third, fourth going to Zachary Nurnberger, fifth going to Dennis Diaz, and Paul Boyle, the last driver in that all-star field to finish. Mark Dillon, then you got Timothy Emanuele, Cody Atkins, Atticus Middleton, and Mackenzie Johnson all in there as well. Well, looking ahead on the schedule, we have more racing for you tomorrow night, as we have the TNT Truck Series brought to you by USRA, sponsored by TickleZombie.com. They will be continuing their season, and tomorrow night as well we have the return of the DOB race night, with the 410s going to Knoxville and the big blocks going to Lernerville, so good things to come from that one. Friday night we have the Circle B Diecast Super Speedway Series as they continue their search for another champion. And then on Sunday, Saturday, we have a special one for you with Bottom Split Bingo. That's a special event coming up for you to watch over. And then on Sunday, we have the return of the Major Series as they go to Monza for Formula One racing. Well, that is going to do it for myself, Sam Bennett, with Byron Rodney, Dennis Diaz, and Tyler Vickery in the booth with me. It's been a fun night tonight. It's been a party night tonight, but next week, the serious business begins. For myself, Sam Bennett, all that's left for me to say is keep it clean, keep it green, and we will catch you live tomorrow night for trucks and dirt racing here on ESPN.